Hi everyone! So today I decided to go in front of the camera because it's been a while and it's sort of the lighting is still okay outside. It's a little bit sunny and although it's 2:30 I feel like the days are getting a bit longer, so I thought it should be okay to do the video, and I don't look like this every single day, so I thought I might use the opportunity. And so I had a little bit of a stressful morning this morning, and so my best way of tackling a situation like this is getting to my studio, opening up an album and starting to illustrate or do some sort of watercolors or anything art related really. And what I've been doing lately is I'll just show you quickly. So I filmed a tutorial on this pattern, leaves, and there is a tutorial, and basically the idea is to create a continuous pattern. So I've done a little bit here, which is the tutorial, and then to give you a better idea you can see how I then continue the same sort of pattern, but it's not going to be identical because it's hand drawn, and the idea is that it's kind of like a continued pattern throughout, so you can create a larger scale if you want to. And from then onwards I decided to turn this sketchbook into patterns, and I'll just give you a little flip through. So this is what I've been doing, and it's been really fun just to create, you know, random patterns and see how creative I can get with them. Now this is the pattern that was inspired by this leaf tutorial that I've done, and it's very much kind of simplified leaf structure or pattern, and then it's continued, and I use different pens and different inks for that. And yeah, and I really enjoyed it. So there is this other one here like that, and then finally last night I've done this one, which is sort of like ivy type of thing, and then leaves are attached of different sizes on there. So today I want to do something similar on this side. It's going to be a very easy video for me to edit because I think I'll just put a music to it because I've been quite busy this week, and so yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, and I find it super therapeutic. I think that, you know, whenever there is a little bit of stress in your life, the best thing to do is just go to your art corner, whatever that could be just, you know, kitchen table, whatever, and just start illustrating, drawing, sketching, anything that comes to your mind, even if it's just a repeated pattern or repeated shape or something like that you can turn into a pattern. Just continue doing it, and filling up page after page really is very therapeutic and takes out that tiredness and the stress level out of your life, which is what you need. And yes, so this is what I'm going to be doing today, and I hope I'm going to keep the intro because it's been a long time since I've done this. But anyways, I hope you're having a lovely new year. It's only a week into the new year, and yeah, whatever you get up to, do make sure you create art in your life, because it's the best thing ever. It's what makes me smile, it's what keeps me sane. All right then, let's jump into it. Hi everyone. So last night I have done this page, and today I want to continue within the same theme and share the process with you, because it's very easy, very therapeutic, and in fact today I had a bit of a stressful morning, so what could be the best thing than going to your desk and starting to draw patterns. And I decided to actually dedicate this sketchbook to patterns, and it is very much fun. And this particular one has kind of had a bit of a kind of evolving stages. And so that's where it started with, is the tutorial that I've done on this pattern here. It's a leafy pattern, and then I have simplified it, moving on to something like this, which has been super fun. And depending on the fountain pen that I used, I could create different like scratchy, thinner, wider, uneven marks or lines. And then I decided to turn this into this kind of like an ivy sort of type of pattern. So let's just start. So I'm going to use a fountain pen, that the same one that I used for this pattern on that page. I'm just going to clip it in like that. And this is, by the way, where residues or little kind of left dots of watercolor can be used. So that's when I say never throw out what you have. So here is a little bit of watercolor that's been left from a previous painting, and so I decided to use it up that way because it's very, very easy. You don't need any fresh watercolors because you can see the ink flows into the watercolor and it changes it anyhow. So it's not about a clean look. This is about like a more of a pattern and texture. So I'm going to use my Lamy Safary fountain pen. Inside the pen I have my beloved Waterman ink, which is a water soluble ink, which looks absolutely beautiful when it comes in contact with water. It kind of has this grayish, bluish, milky kind of look to it. So anyways, I think I will put some music to this process and just let you enjoy it and make it a very, very simple but fun video. So let's start.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I can see everything clearer. Trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather.
Okay, so I made sure I have dried the watercolors properly so they're nice and completely dry. So the pattern is slightly different but kind of similar at the same time. So it's a bit more straighter and the leaves are slightly different shape as well, also a bit more straighter and pointier. However, what I want to do with this page is also introduce like a marker, but I want one to be quite chalky, if that makes sense. So I don't want a transparent marker, and I have a couple of options here. So I've got the Jane Davenport. I know that she came up with more colors, so you can have a look into that. So there's like a peachy pink, a turquoisey blue, and a white, and they're all broad tips. So like that, but you can get a nice point, like a dot with them, if you just use the tip of it. However, I think I'm going to go with the Posca one. They're also great for this type of look because they're very opaque and very chalky in that sense. So we want that pattern to be standing out and kind of being on top rather than dissolving and looking a bit transparent. So I'm going to use this light pink by Posca. It's a kind of cool toned pink and I really, really like it for that reason. And I'm just going to go ahead and dot some patterns on there, and we will catch up once I'm finished. Okay, so now it's all finished, and you can see how different the pattern looks when you just add a little bit of an opaque marker on top. It makes it look a little bit more whimsical and also a little bit more interesting, I suppose. So I started off with dotting some lines. I hope you can see them. And then I carried on onto the second one. Then I decided to change the shape just to give it a little bit more of variety. And then also onto the next one, I did another shape. And then I finished off with the same dotted line just to make sure that it connects as a pattern, rather than just have everything completely different. So that's the idea, and the fun element is that you go very quickly and don't really think about logical way of putting these lines or patterns down. Just go ahead, and that's the other good thing. As you could see, when I was working with the watercolor, it was literally just going quite quickly over the lines, and some of them have completely moved, some of them have still remained. So that's the beauty about it. So I hope you enjoy this little pattern tutorial of mine, and I'm looking forward to filling up this entire book with patterns. And for now I'm quite happy with these leaves and kind of looking at them in different ways. But let's see, because I also added some washi tape here and some other things, so I might move on to another pattern at some point. And that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.